Alright, what's up everybody, it's Kami. Welcome back to another episode of Stand Swap. Now, some dude with a horse icon was the one that commented this suggestion, and he said, swap the hand with cream, and I saw it, and I immediately thought, yes, this is a good idea. Okay, so in case you guys are not aware of what these stands do, right, which I'm sure most of you know by now because most of you guys have, already read the manga, you guys have seen the anime, right? These are part 3 and part 4 characters. So, the hand, right, he can scrape away stuff, right? Like, he'll, swipe his hand and it'll scrape away the space in between him and whatever, and he's pretty much ripping space and shit, and it's like boom, it has this crazy ass effect, right? And it's like a really cool sound effect and stuff, and he'll break through that, right? You gotta see it right there, boom, closer to you, right? If he scrapes away at a person, he's pretty much scraping them away from existence, right? Like he could literally just boom and scrape somebody away from existence, right? Now Cream was a stand of Vanilla Ice, who's one of Dio's henchmen. Cream is pretty cool, but yeah, it makes the joke of vanilla ice cream in case you guys didn't get it. But Cream pretty much is this giant monster looking thing that you guys just saw on the screen right there, and it allows the user Vanilla Ice to kind of just hide inside of it, and it pretty much just goes through things, and it's like he's eating away space, and it completely demolishes whatever it goes through, right? And we see Avdol die because of this, because he does get hit by Cream, and it kind of just literally scrapes away at him, and there's nothing left but his arms after that. So that's a very dangerous stand, right? But the big drawback of this is that when Vanilla Ice is inside of his stand, he cannot see where he is going, where Okuyasu doesn't have this restriction of not being able to see what he's attacking at. So Okuyasu has an advantage in his stand being able to do this because he's not being held back by his senses, and it's not like he can't see who he's attacking. So they're both stands that can pretty much just scrape away at whatever they're attacking. I actually really like that attack right there with Okuyasu, where he kind of just scrapes away, and then he jumps back out and does the little teleport or whatever. But they're both stands that can scrape away at things. And the only difference is that with Cream, you can't see who you're attacking or where you're attacking. So if we were to take these two, and I'll go to Vanilla Ice first, since it is the part before. If we go to part 3, right, we have Vanilla Ice with the hand. He has this big advantage of all of his battles where he can see who he's attacking, where he couldn't see them before with Cream. And he's still able to scrape away and, erase the space like he was with Cream. Only difference is with Cream, since he's sitting inside of it, I'd assume he's moving much faster and stuff like that. But he's still, using the same power pretty much to an extent. It's kind of they're very similar, right? They're both scraping away things. So you give Cream the hand, he's no longer being held back by this thing of I can't see where I'm attacking, so I'm kind of just just balling it and just going in without knowing if I'm gonna hit you or not. So he's able to see who he's attacking. So in his fight against Polnareff and stuff, when he's fighting Polnareff and Iggy, he doesn't have this drawback of not being able to see where he's attacking, kind of just having to go everywhere and just assume that he hit them until he sees that they're dead or something. So that's a really big advantage, right? In that situation, Vanilla Ice would have easily beaten Iggy and Polnareff, and they would have both been dead. So then that leaves the rest of the Crusaders to have fought Vanilla Ice, and unless Jotaro were to have awakened his time stop ability in that fight, which he probably most likely wouldn't have awakened it at that point because he didn't have it yet, and he didn't get it until he started fighting Dio, then they would have probably all ended up dying. There would have been no Jotaro in part 4. There would have been Dio ruling the world or some shit. It would have been real crazy. And I just think that's really cool to think of in this possibility. So that's pretty cool. He has this big advantage of finally being able to see where he's going with his powers and with his abilities. And I think that's dope to me. That, having these stands swap, because they're both so destructive and they're both so strong, when you switch the users, and Okuyasu is also not the brightest of people. He's not that smart, but you swap these two users, it becomes a really big, difference in just terms of power and how the stands are used. So I think it's really cool to me that he suggested this, because I was like, this is kind of funny, because Okuyasu is a dumbass with a really strong stand, and Vanilla Ice is smarter, but his stand is strong, but he still has this drawback of not being able to see. So when you get rid of that drawback of him not being able to see, he becomes 20 times more destructive. And as for Okuyasu, there's not much else to really say other than, him having Cream he would have probably ended up hurting his friends in the process, because he can't see where he's going. He doesn't know if he's going to come out nearby, you know, Koichi or Josuke or Rohan or whoever when they would have been fighting Kira and stuff like that. But on the other hand, if he would have had this ability, he would have been able to just, you know, sneak up on Kira if he could somehow sense him or something, because he can't see where he goes when he goes inside of Cream, and you go inside of like the little void or whatever of Cream. You can't tell where you're going. So if you would have been able to, you know, use this ability, and considering Okuyasu's kind of dumb, Okuyasu probably would have gotten somebody hurt. He probably would have ended up killing everybody and been like the only person alive and been like, well, shit, now I have nobody and everybody's dead. That's bad. And meanwhile, you give it to Cream, and Cream would have killed everybody and been like, hey, this is good. Or, not Cream, I'm sorry, Vanilla Ice. So yeah, I thought that was funny, because, like, you know, you take these two stands that are very similar and you just swap. It's like you're swapping the users, and not even the stands themselves, because they're both still very destructive and both insanely strong. But when you switch these stand users, it becomes like this whole different situation where it's like, holy shit, Cream would have been a big threat if he had the hand. He would have literally been scraping away at like everything. He would have beaten the rest of the Stardust Crusaders. It would have been ridiculous. Meanwhile, if you give Okuyasu, you know, Cream instead of having the hand, Okuyasu would have just been like, oh shit, I can't control where I'm going, but hey guys, I'm still super strong and super powerful. Let's just hope I don't accidentally bump into you. That would be really bad. So once again, like always, leave down below any, you know, stand swap suggestions. I'm sorry that this one is shorter than the last two. It's just this one is kind of like a quicker thing to really talk about, because the stands are just so damn similar. It'd be like me doing a stand swap on Star Platinum in the World. There's just minor differences. So I wanted to talk about this because I thought it would be funny. Leave any suggestions down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.